Hey everybody, Eric with Solo Box. So I just bought KLR number 5. I bought this one used, and typical of a Gen 2 KLR, the stalks on the blinkers are having some issues. This one, you can see it's separated here. This one's been fixed by somebody with some glue. This one's separated even further than the one in the front was. And the only one that actually isn't damaged is this front one here. But as luck would have it, the aftermarket has a solution. This is a Stalk Elimination Kit from 3D Cycles. I will put a link in the description. This is $22.50. I assume that is shipped. So anyway, when I got this bike, it didn't come with a heat shield on the exhaust. And so I was looking for one in one of the groups on Facebook, and the owner of 3D Cycles not only sent this out for me, but he also sent me a set of the Stalk Elimination Kit. So there's information available on his page about the installation of these. He's got a video which I've looked at. I'm going to go ahead and install these on my bike, and I'll come back to you after it's done, and we'll take a look at the final product. All right, so don't be put off by this. This is really a lot more easy than to what it looks. I know it looks kind of complicated, but it's really not. So I've already done the back ones. Basically, took the seat off. You got to take the side covers off of here, pop the seat off. You've got hardware on both sides here at the rack. Up here, this entire thing comes off, and then the new kit goes on really easy. So, and then just reverse order to put it back. You'll find your blinker wires for the rear right here. These are the two plugs. This is where they unplug from. You fish the wires out of there, put them back the way you found them. Super easy. But what I wanted to show really quick was how to get the front cowling off. Got an Allen bolt here, Allen bolt here. You've got two screws, which are super easy to access. They're right here by the tank. And then what's hidden is a couple of little 8mm that are down inside of the cowling. But once you look down in there, you will see them. Super easy. Once all that stuff is loosened up, you can reach inside of the cowling and unplug your headlights, and you'll find your blinkers, and unplug those, and the entire thing comes off. Literally, it only takes a minute. Super easy to do. Looks maybe a little bit challenging or complicated, but I assure you it's not. And I know that it'll go back on there just as easy as to what it came off. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out these blinkers with the new parts, and then I'll get back to you. So I just want to show really quick before and after. So this you can see is actually damaged. This is the old one, and here's the other side, which has already been replaced. And I gotta say, you know, the quality of the parts is exceedingly good. These are really actually very nice. And so, you know, it's not every day that I actually get to install some parts from another small manufacturer, so that's kind of cool. And so anyway, I thought I'd show really quick how to disassemble one of the stock ones. So this little screw has to come out, and then I was momentarily kind of stymied a little bit by, you know, how does this go? I didn't want to break anything, so I'll show you really quick how I take one of these apart. The screw comes out, there's a little plate that comes off of the back of it, and then this is where I wasn't really sure if I was going to end up doing something wrong, but the plastic, the rubber actually is kind of, it's a channel, sorry about that, that's fit up in there, and I'll show you. You can see, and so it's kind of hard to get it out of there, but if you pull on it hard enough, it will come out. Then there's another little metal piece in there. This actually isn't required anymore. And you take a look at this, you'll see the wires towards one side. These extruded parts, one's smaller than the other. The smaller part goes towards the blinker itself. And so this is going to go through this hole here, down onto here, And then, oh whoops, I'm screwing this up. There's another screw down in there too, sorry. I've only done 3 of these, so you have to forgive me for not knowing the order completely. So this comes off of here. And you can actually see where in the past these have been damaged. A couple of these have been really bent, so you can see where the bike's been over and this one was all bent. This third one, it's bent too, just not quite as bad. So anyway, this rubber comes off of here. And then you take it so that the small part goes towards the blinker. And you can kind of tell based on the shape which way this is going to need to go. Wire feeds through. Snaps right in there. The fit is just absolutely perfect. These are really well done. So that goes like that. And then this is going to feed back through here. There's a second piece that's a backing plate and then basically just a supplied screw that sandwiches it together. Super easy. I'm going to finish this, get the bike back together, and then I'll show you the completed project. Everything's back together now. Took me just a little over an hour to complete this. You know, there's some things with the motorcycle, I'm kind of weird. I would prefer to have stock, and blinkers are one of those things that I would just really rather have them be stock. One thing I like about this kit is that I still get the look of a stock blinker, but the blinker is just in a lot better position. It just looks a lot cleaner having it tucked up closer to the bike, and they're not nearly as vulnerable, which is good. I took care of an issue. Obviously, all of this stuff that's on the bench now was not in good shape. So all of this stuff is going into the garbage. And so I really actually like how this came out. The blinkers are just far less vulnerable. They're tucked up close. It looks good. So anyway, at $22.50 for a set of these, you know, I couldn't recommend them more. You know, I will once again leave a link in the description, and so show a little love for another small manufacturer and order yourself up a set of these. It's a fun little project to put them on, and they're definitely functional, and they take care of an issue that's kind of a known thing with KLRs, that the stocks have issues. So anyway, Eric with Solo Box. Ride safe, everybody.